And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Here in Brooklyn, we have an interconference matchup with the Nets looking to create some cheers for their home crowd. Here, matched up against the Golden State Warriors, is how they're going to tip off the new season. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against. Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg just talked about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
And the Nets making a change here. Ellington's checked in. First quarter, just over a minute played. Screen by Young. And Jack, here we go. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Here's Curry. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Nets were pretty far back from relevance at times last season, as we saw. It took a late season hot streak for them, Greg, to get into the playoff picture.
Yeah, and that was a neck-and-neck race with the Pacers right till the very end. Not exactly what they had in mind at the start of the season, but they did pull through.
And Jack, here we go. Wide open look. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Thompson. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And, you know, for the Nets, they ended up being bounced out of the first round, fell to the #1 seed Hawks. They put up a good fight against Atlanta and made the series interesting, but still came up short.
Clock at 6. Lopez passes to Jack. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Rebound.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example #1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
9 feet out. Almost, but it rolls out.
And for the Nets in the postseason, they did have a good showing despite that early exit. Many people expected the Hawks to sweep, but they took them to 6 games and capped what was an interesting year for Brooklyn overall.
Here's Lopez, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Andrew Bogut's.
And listen, the Nets had an up-and-down year on offense last season, but the one thing they always did was finish their drives. Very good at getting things to drop off the bounce. That was a strength last season.
Spades checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Thompson.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in for the Nets, and they're driving. They were fantastic, Clark. Second in the league last year in field goal percentage off those drives.
And a big reason for that is the strength and size of their guards, because they all can finish in traffic, and that's how you get high shooting percentages. You have to make tough shots against contact.
Ellington kicks to Lopez. Here's Brown. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Barnes. Here's Jack. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of the season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Here's Spates. Misses off the left iron.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they won it.
Here's Iguodala. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Shoots. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. Some great action here early as we end the first quarter. Clark in a tie. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Warriors. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think.
Warriors with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Offensive rebound, Nets. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Baseline J on the way. The shot no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Outside check. In the corner, it's Ellington. And Jack kicks to Brown. Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 7 points for Steph Curry.
You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
They get it again. Lopez. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
You know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And last season, the Nets made sure nobody went off against them. They would lose games, but they did a great job of limiting an opposing star from taking over.
And it's blocked by Curry. Green dishes to Barnes. Lots of room. Ellington grabs the miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
As you mentioned with the Nets, they limited takeover games, set an NBA record, in fact, Clark, by allowing the fewest 30-point scores against them.
Yeah, you know, only Harden and Lillard were able to get 30 points against the Nets. As you said, the first team to allow so few in a complete NBA season. Going back to '99 in the strike-shortened season, the Knicks did it as well.
Now Ellington after the missed three from Stephen Curry. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And the Warriors with a completely new five on the floor. And here are the Warriors now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Young pass to Ellington. Outside Jack. Pass it to Ellington. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The kick out to Jack. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game. Livingston dishes to Spates. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
A shot by Ellington, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The feed now to Azili, and it's off from three-point range.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They had a strong game on that front, Clark.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
He gets it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Nets lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
They've got Brook Lopez. Brown out there with Jarrett Jack. Then it's Young. And it's Ellington in the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
Here's Jack. Andrew Bogut making his last shot. And Jack kicks to Brown. Stolen by Thompson. 17-foot shot on the way. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Outside Jack. Uncovered. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And 11 points now for Jack.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Now here is Jack after the miss from Stephen Curry. It's Brown with the drive. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
A chance here now to see how the Nets ranked in the NBA last season. 10th in lowest turnovers per game. 16th in shooting percentage. As for the assist numbers, not as strong for them. Top 20 in the league. They certainly are capable of much better in that area.
And in terms of turnovers, I think the good ball handling and smart passes were really a key. Not a gaudy ranking, but no question, being in that top 10 helped them offensively.
That's how you make an impact with defense. And once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's Curry. Let's go. Not enough on that one as it misses.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Can't get it to go.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
It's stolen by Green. Fires the 3. And step. Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 16 points.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
And stolen by Barnes. And pushing it up is Golden State Warriors again in transition. Curry with another miss. Nets trailed by 5. Ellington the pass to Lopez. And stolen by Barnes. Goes up on the wing. And he nails the jumper. 10 points for Klay Thompson.
That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast breaks.
Yeah, and they're making it look easy, guys, running it down the opponent's throat. Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to get up there in the paint.
No, I'm sure he's not, Greg. I mean, their defense is showing a lot of holes, especially down low. That's unacceptable.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Iguodala outside. The pass to Spates. Back to Iguodala. Baseline J on the way. They get it back. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on Thaddeus Young. The Warriors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. And here is Jack. He's got 11. Lopez right side. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a...
The third quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead. They're up by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. And it's Spates in the center position. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Hit his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. And some changes here for the Warriors. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Ellington dishes to Young. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Golden State. Thompson misses. Nets trail by 4. Brown the pass to Jack. Dishes to Ellington. Just 5 to shoot. And Young kicks to Ellington. And it's sent back by Bogut. All going up court. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. 18 points for Steph Curry.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
Here's Iguodala. Finishes the break with a slam.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice, real nice.
The agility on display.